So these are my subscriber badges on Twitch. They're also on YouTube for members, but a smaller selection because you can't have as many there. But for Twitch subscribers, these are the badges. You start with the orange go-kart, you go to a purple off-roader, then it changes color every year and change vehicle every 6 months. This is on bruffy.com/badges. You can click it to see a stylized version as well. I changed them a while ago. They come from sort of micro machines, the games that I used to play back on my Sega Mega Drive all those years ago. And you go full circle because after 10 years you end up back with the orange modern F1 car, where after you've started in the orange go-kart. So yeah, these are my subscriber badges. We changed them a while ago. I made a video explaining all about them and my history with the game and how we worked to get these all night, and I really love them. So you can check out that video if you want. But yeah, we've done a G-Fred with these cars, but we've never done a random race with them, and we're going to do that. So yeah, we can basically take a car from Project Homecoming. Obviously the dump is obvious, but some of them, I think we used the Bestia GTS for this one, the Lynx Mark 1 for this one. So we can take some vehicles from Project Homecoming and give them an equivalent to what these would be. And we're going to do a random race with all of them apart from the boats and the planes, obviously. So yeah, I think it's going to be interesting because there's quite an interesting mix of vehicles here. And I think it'll make for a really good random race. And I've also tried to colour my cars as well that we're going to get, so hopefully it'll make sense. This video is brought to you by Bruffy.com. This is my website where you can find all the info you need about me and my content, from a fully documented catalogue of my videos with chronological playlists to live streaming plans and much, much more. Go straight there with a link in the description and pinned comment. Alright, away we go. Starting in the orange go-kart, because whenever you newly subscribe or become a YouTube member, that's the badge that you get first. And like I say, I've tried to colour all of the cars that you'll see here in the colours that you would get them on the badge itself. So obviously other people's are going to look different, but yeah, my colours should all match the colours of the badges for all these cars. And I've got a little cheat sheet as well, so I can identify which one each is. At least to some extent. But I think this will be a fun idea. There's a lot of different vehicles in these badges. We're all starting in the go-kart, but after that, there's all sorts of different things that we've got that are going to really spread out the pack, and it'll all come together by the end, as it always does. 44 people in the race, because that's the thing now. And yeah, these badges, there's a lot of meaning behind these badges, and the original video explains it all. But I really like them. I really love what the work. We put a lot of work into making them and working out what the best order would be for people's subscriptions, and as that progresses through time, you get a different badge every 6 months and whatnot. So being able to do a random race, it's sort of like these are, what are we getting first? Merryweather Mesa. This is the Camo 4x4 for 3 years of being subscribed on Twitch. But yeah, like I used to race in these cars, the sub badges themselves, in the 2D Micro Machines games back in the day when I was 6 years old on the Sega Mega Drive. And now I'm racing these cars in 3D in GTA at the age of 35.
What a scumbag.
I know not the cars exactly, but as close as we can get to them. And there's so much meaning with them being my sub badges as well. Just it's special. It's a special experience, this race, I've got to say. Thanks to DiNmiTe for helping me get the vehicles all set up and the class and whatnot. And Phil for helping with the badges originally as well. We did a lot of working on them to make sure they were right.
Oh, what a scumbag.
But yeah, everyone's going to get the same cars by the end. 18 laps, 18 cars. Obviously there's There's more vehicles, but we're not doing the 2 boats or the 2 planes. So, and we're on the new Blaine County 24 Hours, the short version. It is available on PS5. There's the dump. That's for 4 years. I've gone 3 years to 4 years. The yellow dump. And again, if you want to reference these, they're on broofy.com/badges, and that's where you can click the little icon to get the stylized version from the game itself. But yeah, it's this is going to be an interesting lap. I should just block everybody. It's all going to matter at the end. If you get stuck behind me, then nothing you can do. It is what it is. No, I'm not that mean. But yeah, the new version, the updated version of Blaine County 24 Hours, the full track is available. All the 4 variations are available: the North Circuit, South Circuit, Short Circuit, which is what we're doing now, and the Long Circuit. You can find those at broofy.com/tracks, and then you just click the Blaine County 24 Hour bit and you get to all of them. And then the broofy.com/random tracks, you can find Blaine County 24 Hour North and Short as vanilla GTA randoms on PS5, and these will eventually make their way to Xbox as well, so you can just keep checking the list. But as well as the full Blaine County 24 Hour track as a random classics race where you change car 3 times a lap, and it's all the sports classics class. But yeah, the new Blaine County 24 Hours just looks fantastic. Normally you go left on the main track, but obviously the short version you go right here. But there's the start finish straight. It's beautiful. Well, this is probably going to be the slowest lap. The Weevil, the pink bug for 9 months of subscription. So yeah, the first 4 badges on Twitch, they change every 3 months, and then after that it goes. The car changes every 6 months, and the color changes every year. Yeah, it feels so fast this now after being in the dump for a full lap. Managed to make it happen up the inside. Yeah, when your car pops up, for those in the Twitch chat now as we're doing this, when your car pops up, you should like say something in the chat, my car or my vehicle or something, for whatever badge you currently have. PR4, I've gotten it early. This is the last one. Nobody has this yet. For 10 years of subscription, the orange, it's called the modern F1 car, but it was modern when Micro Machines came out in the 90s. Not necessarily modern now, but yeah, the orange F1 car, it's just the perfect final vehicle for the badges, because you start in the orange go-kart and then it comes full circle to the orange F1 car at the end. But we do have a few people who are, I think, like 2 months away now to having 10 years, which is kind of crazy that people have been subscribed to me for that long. But yeah, this is the last one, the last badge that anybody gets. If you're a YouTube member, you can get this a lot earlier. Actually, it's 4 years, I think, because YouTube only does I think it's 3 months, 6 months, and then up to every year for a couple of years. So there's a lot less options. So I just upload this as the last one. Alright, Bifter. 6 months for this one, the pink buggy. So we've had sort of almost all of the first few and the last few, and then a few from the middle in terms of when you get these badges.
He's a scumbag! He's an absolute scumbag!
Making the extra effort to come on and colour the cars is absolutely being worthwhile. I'm so happy. There's that front to back lag. It makes me feel like I'm actually racing with the sub badges because they're coloured correctly. Like, these are the actual badges, but in game. Do I have my... I don't know whether I've got it connected. Should have been a wait. No, I don't have it connected. I'm right there anyway, I suppose. Wouldn't be much of a wait. Alright, Bandit. So we've had all of the first few. The purple off-roader. This is what you get after 3 months. So we've had the go-kart, which is the first one. The purple off-roader after 3 months. Then it was the pink buggy, which was the Bifter, after 6 months. And then the pink bug, which was the Weevil, after 9 months. So we've had the first 4 badges. Which is kind of nice. It's kind of nice to be getting... I was never going to be able to get them in the correct order. Would have been cool if I'd been able to like rig it that way, but it would be nice to get them at least in close to some of the order. So getting all the first 4 in the first 7 laps have been nice. Waiting for that tank. So normally the tank and the dump aren't available in these random races, but they've been made available specifically so they can be made into this, added into this class. Thanks to Catalyst for sorting that out. Alright, so I've this is... I mean, I must have had the 2 slowest now. The dump and the tank have to be the 2 slowest. The tank is meant to be gold. It's a gold tank on the badge for 7 years of being a subscriber, but you can't really colour the tank in-game. It just stays with the camo, so...
I chose a Jester, but I'd rather have the carbonized.
God, that looks messy behind. I'm just sticking to the inside. Yeah, the colour is camouflaged. I did put the gold colour on it, but it had basically no effect. The livery just covers everything. So I think it's the only vehicle that isn't going to match the colour of the badge. That was... yeah, well, that was kind of deserved. Wow. That was instant karma in a very big way if ever I've seen it. Holy moly. Launched up the inside in a move that was never going to work. And then got instant karma'd in a tank and dump sandwich. Wow. Good. Good. That worked very well. I really wish you could lock the camera on the back of the tank. It was annoying when I had to test it for the testing videos. You have to move the right stick camera to get it to be on the back all the time. unlike pretty much every other car. I know it's because of the so you can aim the gun, but when the gun is disabled, or I wish there was like a button press that you could just lock it on the back. Alright, I've had my 2 slowest vehicles, so hopefully 34th is the lowest I'm going to be. And I'll start making 35th. Okay, fine. Instigator, the yellow monster truck. 4.5 years. So we've had both the yellows as well. So yeah, we've had most of the all of the early ones, most of the middle ones, and most of the, well, there's only 2 for the last ones, I suppose, with the F1 cars, but it is tricky trying to get around the dumps. They're so big. It's alright when you're in a Weevil, which is absolutely tiny. But when you're in something that's also quite sizable. Made it work. Did I just put him into... Surely not. The move was done. He said go. Okay. Thank you. Maybe I did. The front to back lag that we have now is something that's going to take some getting used to. You can't really dive in like that, you know. Alright, 37th. Is that the lowest I'm going to be? Hopefully I'll have quick cars now. Okay, the Strider is not one of those things. So the Strider is our equivalent for the teal ATV. Because we don't really have an ATV or a snowmobile for both of the teal coloured vehicles for 2 and 2.5 years. We don't really have equivalents to. We just have to go for some 3-wheeled vehicles because that's what they are. Yeah, it's to be fair, the Strider is pretty quick. And we're on a track without curbs and bumps and city roads, so it'll handle it a bit better. Oh, this is... Can I sneak through? Through. Yes. Just made it work. Alright, the Lynx Mark 1, the red convertible that everybody gets after 1 year of being subscribed.
Oh, what a scumbag!
This was a last minute addition because the Lynx Mark 1 hasn't existed for a long time in the game. So, but it is the perfect vehicle for the red convertible badge. Especially when you open up the stylized version on the website. It is basically this car.
What a scumbag!
Okay, what's next? Tygon. Okay, so this is the gold solar car. It does look eerily similar to what the solar car kind of looks like on the stylized version and the badge itself. This is what you get after the tank for 7.5 years. The solar car on Micro Machines was like an electric vehicle, but it had the same sort of like shape as the Tygon does. Like, so we could have either gone with just choosing a random electric vehicle, but I think matching the sort of shape and styling of the body makes more sense. Oh. This is the only gold car we're going to end up seeing, because obviously the other one would have been the tank. Haven't had any of the Ron Blue cars yet. I think we've had one of every other colour though. We've had both gold, both pink, both orange. Have both red now. Bestia GTS, this is for the red supercar after 1.5 years. I like that we've got people in the chat when we get one going, hey, that's me! As usual with a random select, this is going to be the case where the people at the front are going to be the ones who haven't had the slowest cars yet. I think there's going to be an awful lot of it coming together by the end in this one, especially with a bit of a longer lap.
Oh, what a scumbag!
I do still have the Winky to go. Couldn't decide where I wanted to go, and then I was thinking about the inside, and then I saw the rock too late, but it was, yeah, damn it. There's the Winky. So we've had both of the camos now as well. This is the camo Jeep. And I put this livery on it because it does have a little star on the badge itself. It doesn't on the stylized version. The stylized versions from the game don't always match with the badges. That's just that's just from Micro Machines. Didn't match them perfectly either, but yeah, the badge itself has the little star on the front, so this matched perfectly. Camo Jeep is after 3.5 years of subscription. Interesting that we haven't had any of the Ron Blue vehicles. There are 2 of them. There's only 4 cars left. It's going to be the purple classic F1, the 2 Ron cars, Ron Blue, and the teal snowmobile, which is the rampant rocket. I'm really hoping there's a lot of people who still got some bad vehicles to go. I was going to say so I can get into the top half, but now I realise 20th is in the top half because there's 44 people. I didn't even... This has been a good track for it, I think. It's actually worked with this many people. There's the teal snowmobile. Or the thing that we've chosen to represent it, at least. With the 2 wheels at the back and the one at the front. Alright, let's have a reasonable rampant rocket lap. Let's not have any issues. And this is for 2.5 years. I think the snowmobile in the Micro Machine, in like the Micro Machines version of the snowmobile, it's got tracks at the back rather than wheels, I believe. But again, we just had to go for what the closest equivalent was. I think it's got tracks on the back and like a ski on the front. So I think this works to be as close as what we can get. Here's some positions gained from some slow vehicles. Oh, there's a lot of people in front. This is getting... Alright. The Mesos Rally. The blue rally car for 8 years of subscribing. And I've made very sure that the blue on the badge is basically the Ron blue. Ron Racing blue. But 2 out of the last 3 cars are going to be the blue ones, which is kind of crazy. And again, in fact, 3 out of the last... Well, yeah, all 3 of the last 3 cars are going to be 3 of the last 4 cars that you get badge-wise. The 2 blue cars for 8 years and 8.5 years, and the classic F1 car for 9 years. It was only really the modern F1, orange modern F1 for 10 years that was kind of out of sync. So it's been nice that that's happened. But yeah, when you get to the later years badges like this, we've got the special colours with the Ron blue, the purple and the orange coming back from the start. And they're all race cars. So we got the rally car, the Le Mans prototype as the other blue car, and then the 2 F1 cars. There it is. It's done it in the perfect order as well for the final 3. You get the blue rally car for 8 years, you get the blue Le Mans car for 8.5 years, and then you get the purple classic F1 car for 9 years, which I'm going to get on the last lap. It has done it perfectly. It was only the modern F1 car that's been slightly out of order. Oh, that's satisfying. And we got most of the first ones early on as well. Very satisfying. Oh, 10th! I mean, it makes sense. I'm gaining all these places as I get the faster cars by the end, as people get their slower cars. Has to dump. There's 9th. One lap to go. I assume finish all laps is on, by the way, so when you finish the race, get off the track. And this should be the purple classic F1 that you get after 9 years. There it is. That's quite satisfying, the way that this has ended. The way that the whole race has gone in general, to be honest. I've really enjoyed this. These badges mean a lot, and this has just been a really lovely race on the new Blaine County 24-hour variation. It's been a satisfying order of vehicles that I've gotten. It's been a long time in the making. I've had these badges, I changed these badges like 2 years ago or something, but I'm glad we finally got to do this race. Is that for 6th? Am I just going to miss out on a top 5, I think? Maybe one of those weights that I had to do is going to make me miss out. Oh, there's someone really slow around the final corners. That hit did not help. Oh no, it was a back marker anyway. It was a white icon for a while, but it just hadn't updated. 6th place. I'll take it. 6th out of 44. Not so bad. I think without maybe the crashes I had, could have got into the top 5 with those weights that I had to do, but in general, that's alright. Thanks for all the GGs in the chat. That was a really lovely race. I enjoyed that so much, just going through all those cars, the correct colours. It was just, I don't know, it was just something really nice about that. It's just special. So yeah, like I said, if you want to see all of the badges, you can go to bruffy.com/badges. It lists them all. You can click the icons, get the stylized versions to see them as well. But yeah, that was all of them. That was just really nice. I like that.